Welcome back to the C Morning Show, everyone. It is a Friday morning, and we have two special sports talk segments. We're going to begin with our first, but before that, we do know that Indonesia had to acknowledge Iraq's superiority at the World Cup Qualifiers, conceding a 2-0 defeat yesterday afternoon. However, despite this setback, the Garuda squad still have a chance to qualify for the third round and secure their spot for the 2027 Asian Cup. And to review Indonesia's performance and their prospects going forward, joining me this morning is Aldi Bawazier. He is a football analyst as well as a friend from the Box to Box Network. Good morning, Aldi. Thank you for being here.
Believe me, I love being here, so thanks for having me.
Always great to have you. Unfortunately, it comes the day after a loss for the Indonesia squad. Let's talk a little bit about the team's performance overall. What did you think?
Indonesia were dominant. And Indonesia reminds me of Borussia Dortmund, who played Real Madrid in last week's Champions League final, who really good in the first 30 minutes, and then cannot score due to the missed chances, due to the error in the defensive line, and the opponent punished them really bad. And Iraq last night punished us really hard too. About until 30 minutes, we really good chances from Nathan. From Tom Haye corner, really good, made the chaotic in the Iraq's box, and we had really good chances from Rafael's strike. He passed 3 players, and somehow he didn't see his friend, Patinama, on the left. He just shot it away, and he's a striker.
Right.
Have hunger, sniff the blood, and he shot it anyway. But it's over the bar, and people call it suddenly he's an egoist and everything.
Right.
But until 30 minutes, Iraq's more attack, doing the flank. They score offside, and in the second half, everything changed because Ali Jassim, their ass, play, and he's not play. He's dancing on the pitch from right to center and the right, left. And he really did make a good, the mismatch between our defender, and then he pushed our defender to run.
Right, caught him out of position.
And it's hard for our defender, and then after 1-0 lead from the penalty, and also the red card from the penalty, from the red card from Jordi Amat and the penalty from Hernando, it's really forced us to, make an error again, but until the end of the match, we cannot compete with, it's hard to compete with 10 men, and it's a match that we should win, but somehow we cannot clinch and we cannot seal the deal.
It's very interesting that you made the comparisons to the Borussia Dortmund-Real Madrid match in Champions League final as well, because it just hit me now as well. A lot of that, a lot of people said, was because Borussia Dortmund were very hungry. They believed they could score, but they did not break the barrier of the net in the first half.
Yes.
And Real Madrid, with all of their experience, 14 Champions League titles leading up to that, was able to make them pay in the second half. Do you think that the change in the second half was due to Iraq just having more experience on this stage and finally being able to settle in and play their game? Or was it more of the mistakes that you mentioned, a lot of them happened in the second half for Indonesia?
Yes, you're right. It's a combination between them.
Okay.
And then the quality and the experienced player like Ali Jassim, yes, he's very young, 11 caps, but he pushed us to force an error, and then the quality of the Iraq played 3-2-4-1, just like Man City. They pumped the ball inside the midfield to force us to cannot play the ball, short passes. So we forced to play long ball to Orat Mangun, to Marcelino, which he played on the right side. I didn't see his comfort play on the right, the flank. He used to be play in the left, which is he good. But I think the coach Sintayong will want to make a place, make a spot for Orat Mangun and strike on the left and center. So he think Marcelino will play really good at the right, but not last night.
Right.
And our center, Tom Haye and Nathan really play well in the Asian Under 23 with Ivar Jenner.
Yes.
Ivar Jenner with Nathan, I think, is more, click and more.
It's good pairing.
It's good pairing chemistry between him with Tom Haye. But I don't. But coach, know better than me. But what I saw from the last night match is the link up within our pairing midfield is not works. Okay. Maybe because because the Iraq forced
partially.
Yes, partially and yes, it's a match we should win, but somehow we cannot.
Yeah, I know. We talked about this before. When Indonesia plays the long ball, that's not our best. We're not our best when we do that.
Yes.
Short passes are always the best.
Always our game, and especially Iraq's fullback really fast, and we always lost in the running way. So yeah, long ball and through the flank to the space between the right and the left flank is not our game.
Okay. Well, prior to this, in our previous discussions, we've heard a lot from netizens as well. A lot of times, referees were being blamed for decisions when it comes to red cards and fouling. There was a red card yesterday. You mentioned Jordi Amat.
Yeah.
Do you think the referee made a right decision in this particular case?
He has not any better choice.
Okay.
Last man standing, late tackle. Just like I said before, because Iraq forced to play to the area, to the empty area. They run, and somehow Jordi Amat, maybe he want to clear the ball, but somehow he make a contact with the Iraq's player, and yes, of course,
sure,
it's a last man standing and a late tackle.
And we're having a look at it right here as well, right?
Yeah.
In case of our viewers did not catch the match as well.
Yes.
Yeah. Once again, you can see, right?
Yes.
Explain this.
Okay, number 23 is over there. Is slightly be more advanced than Jordi Amat, so he's the last man standing, and he not in this picture. He's not take the ball. He's not clear the ball.
Right.
If it is a general knowledge, if he get the ball first and then late to the feet, it's okay.
Right.
It's a right. But somehow he missed the ball and just to the shin of the feet of the Iraqi player. So yeah,
you can see the direction he was traveling was against the body, not against the ball.
And if you see these two, it's a good goal scoring chance. So it's a three reason why the ref is a right decision to make a red card for Jordi Amat.
And do you think there was two subsequent penalties that were taken? Obviously, one of them resulting in a goal. What about those? What in regards to the referee's decision?
Yeah, I don't think referee made a.
One was clearly a handball, right?
Of course, yes, one handball, and then yes, Hernando also made a contact, even though he already pulled his hand, but the contact he made to the feet is that matters. That counts. So yeah, is an error he made. Goalkeeper made an error like this, but in our aspiration to qualifying to the World Cup, we cannot afford this error.
Sure. These are mistakes.
But sport always make an error, mistake is a normal thing. But in our aspiration to going to further, we cannot afford this.
Okay, so we're going to have to cut down on some of these mistakes, especially in the second half. So because of this red card, obviously Jordi Amat will be missing the next match.
Yes.
We will be taking on the Philippines.
Yeah.
Who are some of the best available options to replace him?
For a defender, it's more tricky because Jai Itzes will play.
Right.
And Justin Hubner is same, just like Jai Itzes, is left center back.
Same position.
Same position and same function. So left center back, for me, the back trio is Jai Itzes on the left, Rido on the right, on the center, and Sandy Walsh on the right.
Okay.
So Justin Hubner will be bench.
I see.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, so not just Jai Itzes, we have Victor. He play in the Nijmegen in the Netherlands top flight. He will be play I think he will be started on the left. He will be substitute the Sandi Patinama. So yeah, Shane Patinama, sorry, and I think Victor and Jai Itzes will start in the game against Philippines.
Okay, so again, with this loss, obviously not great for us. No. So what is it going to take now for us to be able to secure our spot for the Asian Cup?
The late winning goal by Vietnam, 90+5 last night against Philippines, forced them to be 6 points.
Okay.
And the third place, just a point away from us. And they will face Iraq in the last match. We will face Philippines. So, if Iraq beat Vietnam, I think it's a good result for us.
Okay.
but I think it's
Which is likely, right?
Yes, of course. Iraq, I believe Iraq will win against Vietnam, but it's not deciding by other match. We have to decide our future by ourselves. So we have to win against Philippines. Yes, they are stronger now, but we have to, if we want to qualify to the next round, we will face, better option.
Teams better than
better
Philippines,
teams. So
exactly.
our homework now is to beat Philippines, and we can.
What are the chances, you think?
Big,
huge.
So if we can clinical, we can do. And one thing I learned about last match from Iraq is it's not always the best player who start the game. Like Ali Jassim.
That's very true.
Like Ali Jassim. The coach they want to, to ruin our game in the second half. Just like we talk about in Asia and the 23 against Uzbekistan, second half. Against Iraq, second half. Sorry, against other team is second half. So the homework for us is also keep focus on the second half, because somehow we really play well in the first half. Always in under 23, in senior, we really play good in the first half. But in second half, something changed. I don't know, maybe coach saying the pep talk in the dressing room. I don't know what happened, but in the second half, we also again and again and again we dropped the quality. So that's something I want to address more about this team, because Indonesia have really good player, but our netizen always, if the coach don't start this player, it means he's not the best player.
Right.
Coach know what the best for this team. Maybe he start this player because they want to play like this, and they bench this player because he want to be more direct, or maybe use the flank in the second half. Maybe
make a second halftime adjustment.
Yes,
right?
Second adjustment. Just like, it's good example like Ali Jassim yesterday. Oh man, because when he played, changed the game, game changer.
Right. So I assume then, looking forward, our hopes are to beat the Philippines. We have a good chance of that. We've produced good results against them in the past. Hopefully we can replicate those same results as well.
And more goal. We need more goal. We need, because we prove that we can play really good football, but somehow we lack of the clinical in the front of the goal.
All right. Predicted scoreline real quick?
3-1.
3-1. All right. I'll take 2-1 for Indonesia. Thank you so much, Aldi, for being here.
Pleasure.
Always great talking to you. Hopefully we can talk after, hopefully, a victory from Indonesia against the Philippines. We're going to go for another short break. We'll have another edition of Sports Talk covering Game 1 of the NBA Finals coming up next. In the meantime, please make sure to follow our social media accounts on Instagram, X, and YouTube at See Today News. We'll be right back.